Hi guys, how are you doing? It's another video. It's more of the same. Some more ST fun for you guys. This one is a game that I initially played on the Commodore 64, and to me it was a great game just to blast away on. I might be giving it away. And it was one of those games that it just worked, right? It was just easy, shooting game, great stuff. I'll give you a big clue, it's by Data East. Anyway, right, let's play it and see. What I love about the game is the fact that it invokes a feeling of nostalgia, obviously. It's difficult to describe what it is about the game that is so good. But there is one thing that I absolutely adore, and that is the music. The game, as I say, is by Data East. Let's crank the music. This, to me, is the best. The Commodore 64 version is brilliant. That version of the music is rocking. Same thing as this, but it's got that little, it's got that Sid Chip edge. Anyway guys, let's turn that down. Right, the game was originally written by Data East. It was for the arcades. This one's licensed to Ocean. You know Ocean, they've done a ton of cool stuff, 8-bit, 16-bit. They were one of the biggest British developers, British publishers back in the day. This version of the game is by Special Effects. That, if I remember rightly, that was edited up by, I think his name's Jim Bagley, or it would have, I can't remember his name, but he did Green Beret on the Spectrum. I think his name was Matthew Smith, but he's got a name, I can't remember. Those guys, I know that they were both in Special Effects, and I'm not entirely sure what they do now. I know that one of them passed away. I know that Matthew Smith passed away, was it? I don't know, I can't remember his name. That was it, Jonathan Smith, that was his name. Jonathan Smith. Joffa, that was his name. Joffa, he was pretty much a prolific Spectrum programmer, and he did some amazing things. But I know that he headed up Special Effects, or at least he was involved in it in some way. And that's what I always remember about the fact that this was made by them. Let's crack on. This version of the game is kind of interesting because it push scrolls. It's kind of like a flick screen push scroll thing, which is surprising because the Commodore 64 version, if I remember rightly, doesn't. It just scrolls normally. The Amiga version scrolls. I know it sounds really weird, but the fact that it push scrolls, the fact that it kind of flick screens like that, it kind of does like a flick scroll thing, actually makes it a bit more playable, a bit more fun. In a way, sort of way. So you've got 8-way kind of shooting going on. You pick up keys to give you the ability to buy items later on in the game, and you just got to go around blasting the hell out of things. And that's all you do basically, is load of bloody hell out of everything. It's a great game to just blast away on mindlessly, but I wouldn't say it's got a huge amount of depth. I will replay this game for the music and for that sense of being able to just blast the hell out of anything without too much thought. isn't that accurate to the arcade version. If you play the arcade version, you'll see a ton of stuff that is absolutely totally different. You can't use any of the arcade techniques on this game, I know that for a fact. But it is a good game. This version of the game, in fact, look, there's his name on the ASCII table, Joff. Gets in. As I say, I like the game, but to recommend it now would be a mistake. I couldn't say to you, go out and buy this game, go out and play this game, because I don't think you would get something out of it like what I get out of it. I don't know that many people that would, apart from maybe someone who likes MAME. Nevertheless, I enjoy it for the music, and I get a bit of a kick out of it, nostalgically speaking. And the ST version is a strange mix of 16-bit visuals and 8-bit kind of aesthetics, 8-bit gameplay. It's a weird mix, and for that reason alone, I think it's worth having a bit of a play on. So, alright guys, have a good one. See you on the next.